don't think people sometimes take that role the way it should. I mean, I've heard some, from Jolin specifically, that, her previous host families, I mean, even though she wasn't there very long, there was, like, no effort to, like, include her. They would go off, and they would just disappear, or the grandparents would show up and take them somewhere, and then they were left at home, and they couldn't eat this, and they couldn't touch that. And it was like, oh, God. Who wants to live in a situation like that? That's like,
Yeah, for sure.
Not very nice. So, and I think that's, to me, that's like the host family making a poor decision. They're just thinking this is like some kind of nanny thing. I'm like, no, it's much different. But to me personally, there's an aspect that you just don't get from having like a nanny or dropping your kid off at childcare.
Yeah.
There's more of a personal connection that you get with having somebody basically become an extended part of your family. I mean, I know people get close with their nannies too, but when, at 5 o'clock they're gone, they leave, but with an au pair you get to sit down and you have dinner, and there's a lot more interaction. There's the ability for a lot more interaction, and some people may not want that, and I get it. That's fine. I was a little bit on the fence myself when we were considering it, because I'm sort of a private person, and I the fact that somebody would be living in my house, it was like, oh God, do I really want that? And I'm kind of, like I said, I'm kind of a private person, so to me it was like, I'm a little nervous about this. But as soon as it started, it was like a no-brainer. It was like, oh my God, this is totally better than the nanny situation that we had. I mean, we still have a nanny, so we sort of offset the two of them together. Their schedules kind of mesh together so that we have more coverage. But and they get along fine. But at the same time, I think we really realized the depth of having an au pair goes beyond just having childcare help. It like you said, you get an extended member of the family, and it's you just have to realize there's rules that they have to abide by, and but it's fairly common sense and easy to do. It's nothing really hard that you have to do. You just have to give them the whatever it is, the stipend that you pay, and then you have to give them like toiletries, and you give them their own space and that kind of stuff. And you have to respect that space, but other than that, I mean, it's like I said, it's worthwhile. And I would also tell people sometimes too that even from a cost perspective, that it may not be as because that's a few people have made that comment to us, like, well, how can you afford that? And I was like, well, it's actually comparable to, if not sometimes cheaper than having a full-time nanny. You just depends on how which agency you go with, and if you get a discount or a coupon or something like that. So there's different things you can do. But I think when you add it all up, I mean, I know we did, because we wanted to make sure we were, what should we do? Is this going to break the bank for us? And then we realized that, the au pair agency is actually, it's not as expensive, but it's not more expensive than a nanny in some cases, depending on where you live. Obviously, the cost fluctuates quite a bit from place to place. But yeah, no, I would definitely recommend it. I have recommended it to people who have asked me about it. Yeah, Jolin, we just had, like, my wife and I just had a major meltdown, and then, like, we were fighting like cats and dogs. And it was this long day, and it was pouring rain. We're in a restaurant, and it was just like everything was like going wrong. It was one of those days. Kids were both screaming, crying, and throwing food. It was just like, oh my God. She didn't get involved in our conversation. She just kind of kept her cool and her head down, and after a while, I looked at her and I was like, oh my God, I'm acting like such an idiot. And I think my wife did too, and then we both kind of were just like, oh, that even-keeled person that has helped diffuse some situations for us, and especially when the kids get excited or get out of hand a little bit. She never gets excited, she never gets frustrated, she always stays calm, and that has a carryover effect. I'm not saying everybody's going to have that experience, but I mean, for us personally, that has been awesome. I mean, it's really helped us for acting calm. I'm like, yeah, we should act more like her.
Well, and I've actually heard multiple parents say that before, like, you know, having someone in the house who, you know, isn't the parent and is able to just kind of approach things with that calm demeanor helps them reframe the way that they see the situation, you know?
Yeah, a neutral third party. And I think a lot of people, it may sound a little intimidating. I don't know, maybe to have somebody living in their house, but I don't see it that way at all. I think that's a better way to go. In the past, when we've had nannies that couldn't make it to our house because there was snow or, you know, this, that, or the other thing, or the car broke down or something like that, you know, you don't have that issue. You know, you have somebody who's right there who can help you no matter what. Even last minute things. I mean, we've had a few times where my wife and I, you know, really just wanted to get out of the house and go out to dinner or something like that, sort of ad hoc, you know, and our au pair's always been willing to say, yeah, sure, yeah, go out.